Copyright disclaimer. Under Section 107 of the Copyright Act 1976, allowance is made for fair use for purposes such as criticism, comment, news, reporting, teaching, scholarship, and research. Fair use is a use permitted by copyright statute that might otherwise be infringing. Non-profit educational or personal use tips the balance in favor of fair use. Viewer discretion is advised.
Of you are watching tonight indoors and trying to escape this toxic air outside. In fact, 115 million Americans across 16 states tonight under hazardous air warnings and alerts. All of this from the Canadian wildfires. This system locked in place, bringing toxic smoke down into the U.S. like a conveyor belt. Tonight here in New York City, the mayor now urging everyone in the city to stay inside if you can. The images are just stunning, the before and after. This is the before, the EarthCam webcam at the top of the Empire State Building, looking toward Brooklyn just 3 days ago. And this is the view tonight. The city's air quality today, the index that measures this, the worst in the world now. Limited visibility affecting flights into New York. This plane landing at LaGuardia today. Ground stops for a time at all airports in the New York area, Philadelphia, Washington, D.C. too. New York's famous landmarks nearly invisible through the haze. Look at this tonight. You can barely see the Statue of Liberty there. The Chrysler Building with the orange sky behind it. Outside Grand Central Station, a man wearing a mask to protect against the toxic air. In fact, so many now wearing masks again. Yankee Stadium is empty tonight. Major League Baseball has postponed games in New York and Philadelphia. And look at the map tonight. Over the next 24 hours, the smoke will continue to drift slowly down through the Northeast, the I-95 corridor, for days. The deepest red's there, the most concerning. The red area is considered unhealthy. The darkest purple and maroon there on the map labeled hazardous. That's of the highest concern tonight. This evening, the White House pressed on this situation, calling this another alarming example of the climate crisis. Rob Marciano timing this out. When does the system locked in place finally shift? And ABC's Trevor Ault leading us off here.
Shalom, beloved brothers and sisters, Jews and Gentiles alike. Welcome. This is your humble servant, Big Levi. And today is the day, June 8th, 2023. And it's currently 9:09 a.m. Eastern Time. Pre-recorded, beloved. We are once again witnessing the fiery conflagration of the cities. Now, before I go into this, into that detailings, exactly what's going on here, for those of you that are new here, I've been receiving a lot of new vibes from the people that seems to be new. They stumble upon this planet, they stumble upon this channel, and I'll say thank you for checking us out. And we are not asking you to subscribe, and in fact we are asking you the opposite. Do not subscribe. Make sure you watch the videos and you go meditate and pray upon them, because these channels, it's not for everyone. It's not like we don't want you, but we want, if you're watching our video, you may enjoy them through the spirit, not through fear, not through we forcing you. We want to give you the good news that there will be no Jacob's trouble. You already went to Jacob's trouble. Be at peace. The mighty one is in the midst. Now, with that being said, beloved, you see exactly what's going on here. I could never pass this dude nose, but after years of doing this, now I'm kind of like somewhat immune to this stuff. But anyway, so with that being said, brethren, we now have this report coming in concerning this wildfire they have over there in Canada. Now, before that, 3 years ago, we were making videos, and if you go to our channel right here, okay, if you go to our channel right there, and you look for our videos. Now, again, they've been messing with our channels, okay? They you see? Welcome. Okay, so they've been messing with our channels. For instance, if you go to the video here, and they used to have the oldest, they don't have that. They put the popular, and then you cannot see the oldest video. But anyway, in the popular videos, you can look for the thumbnail that has the fire in it. That was a year ago. fire, okay, fire in California, and all over Europe. Europe was burning fire, wildfire over there. That's when the airplane fell off the sky. They keep falling off the sky. The Michael thing, fire in the church, all those things they've been happening, but the people are not bringing them out. Okay, all those wildfires. Our first video, our first Esau's Trouble video was a video about wildfire that happened in Oregon 3 years ago, and the media don't talk about it, and it caused a lot of devastation. So then again, we know for a fact this is plague number 2 right here, fiery conflagration of the cities from the 10 plagues of the apocalypse of Abraham, because Genesis 15 verse 13 is fulfilled. Now we are in Genesis 15 verse 14. We are going to go through a series of videos, mainly those are related with fire. And yes, I am aware of the whole fiasco going on down there in Las Vegas with the whole, oh, we see alien and UFOs and stuff. You know, we had this video we just published a month, well, not a month ago, 2 or 3 days ago. This thing is not, why is it not working? Here we go. We had published this video, latest. We had published this video a day ago. Okay, the sonic boom, the herd, and all that, and you see those millionaires are being taken out, and they are now saying, excuse me, they are now saying, oh, well, you know, this thing happened because the pilot hypoxia lost control. They don't know what to say, and YouTube being messing with our videos, our membership. Okay, for the members out there, we have that's the Cancer, Leo. This supposed to be this supposed to be Virgo. They don't put Virgo here. Okay, Virgo is not in the membership. All right, but if you go to the live, you can see the 30 principle or in the 6 sign Virgo. Virgo is here. It's in the live for members only. But when you go to the membership tab, it's not there. They don't put it there. Right after Cancer, Leo, right after Leo was supposed to be Virgo, they don't put it there. So they all keep messing with our stuff because the information that was in Virgo last night was crazy. Okay, the stuff that the information that's in there, they're all crazy. Okay, so we had posted a community post. Okay, of course, Pat Robertson is no more. We have posted a community post. If you would like to watch the Virgo, you need to click on this link in the community post and it will take you straight to the video. Thank you. With that being said, beloved, let us continue and see how prophecy is being fulfilled, how the so-called Christian church out there are not saying anything, or 83 is not saying anything about this. They try to make it seem that it is natural disaster. It is something that happened by mistake. And they're going to try to pin this thing in one of our people over there in Canada. They're going to try to say, oh, well, one black guy was smoking weed and national park. Of course, they don't want our people over there. You are smoking weed, and then somehow the whole fire started. They will try to blame this thing on one of us. Now we're going to see through all those videos how the fires are all around and burning down everything.
From New York.
Tonight, New York City's skyline looking a lot like Mars as that massive, ominous plume of wildfire smoke pours over the border. Millions of Americans are feeling its effects.
Now, don't ever listen to those people saying, oh, Mars look like that. Mars look just like Earth, aka Madzim. Madzim just look like Earth. Beautiful, even better looking. It's not better than Earth. There is no planet in this on our solar system that is better than Earth. They have better infrastructures. Of course, Madzim is millions of years ahead, technologically speaking. Of course, we had tell the people that the Madzimites, the so-called Martian, they sent words unto us that they are ready to speak with us. They have technologies that they don't use anymore, and they will release those kind of technology unto us. Well, it's hard to believe, but that's what we receive. So Madzim is a beautiful planet. It's a beautiful, it's not red, it's a beautiful blue planet. Well, it's red to a sense, but it has life in it. There are people living in there. Through our studies and things that have been revealed unto us, brethren that had contact with them, this thing is there. It doesn't look like apocalyptic and stuff like that. It's just everything in the heaven is cloaked to the profane. They cannot see past through this. All right, just want to clear that out.
From New York City to Philadelphia and D.C. and as far south as North Carolina and Georgia, officials now warning families to stay indoors even if they're healthy.
Everybody, I don't care if you're 15, 55, or 85, everybody should be avoiding outdoor activities.
Okay, everybody, you cannot say this. A lot of people work outside. Then again, beloved, a lot of these things, they are saying this to somewhat protect their own people, because this fire is not a natural fire. It's not something that happened because of a natural disaster or natural causes. There are certain particles and molecules, certain atoms, subatomic, certain things, that the element that is smaller than the atom, certain stuff that is in there. There are certain people, if they breathe it, it will break them down to a molecular level. It will break those people, kill them down to a molecular level. What you're going to see here, after each wildfire, after each heat wave, you're going to see a bunch of people going to drop dead. And then people will say, oh, this is the job. This is the job. The job, renewed again. And a lot of people, their heart will explode. They will find they have huge blood clot. They have huge, their blood will be weird because this thing is microwaving them, and then it's killing a lot of them. Okay, so that's why they're telling people, stay inside, stay inside, stay inside. So whatever, man.
Images are stunning. The sun shrouded as it rose above Manhattan this morning. At Tuesday's Yankees game, stadium lights illuminating the thick haze. Late today, officials postponing tonight's games in New York and Philadelphia. This time-lapse from EarthCam showing conditions growing even worse through the day. Lower Manhattan blanketed in orange.
Okay, so now with those guys standing over there with the jerseys, you know what? Let me go ahead and enlarge this. There we go. Those guys standing over there with the jerseys and things like that, you can look at this 2 plus 6, no beginning, 4 plus 2 equals 6, 2 plus 4 equals 6, 6 plus 6 equals 12. Now, the funny thing is, look at those two guys. 842 is the reverse of 24, which is double 6, 6, the 12th tribe, which is in the midst. Of course, we studied the number 11 with the word gardener, with the garden, the Garden of Eden and all that. So all those things, excuse me, all those things, beloved, they make sense. They got, like, let me see, 8 or 9 people here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. No beginning. It seems there's a guy over there. I'm not quite sure if his hands or stuff. So, but we'll say 8. There's a new beginning out there. Those people can even enjoy this thing because, of course, they can shoot this. They can take their AR-15 and start shooting this haze or this plume of smoke, this giant fog and mist that is in the mist. They can't, but they have to sit there, be on their phone instead of watching the game because they can't see anything. Great glory.
York and Philadelphia. This time-lapse from EarthCam showing conditions growing even worse through the day. Lower Manhattan blanketed in orange. New York City now registering the worst air quality of any major city in the world. The Air Quality Index, which is scaled from 1 to 500, with above 150 deemed unhealthy. This afternoon, New York City topped 400.
Now, for those of you that are watching, I want you to put it in the comment board. What does this 400 mean? Every video that we put now, you keep seeing the number 400, 400 plus. Okay, that's a sign, 400 plus. And you guys are not, you're not honoring your vow. So 400 plus. Then again, 115 million people. 1 plus 1 plus 2. 1 plus 1 plus 5. You know what that is? The 400 years write down the verse that is correspond to the 400 years, and also let the people know, because a lot of Gentiles are watching and they don't know what's going on. We have to tell them whatever that you see going out there, it's prophecy, it's true prophecy. You are in Jerusalem, you are in Israel, okay, the fourth part, that's what you are. Okay, that land over there in that desert, that's fake. That's not true. Those people, they are fake, just like the land. You are in the right spot. We are the right people. That's why you see all those things happening over here, not over there. Whatever that you see happen over there in that land, Israel over there, it's all forced. It's all planned. It's all like,
By
hey,
comparison,
look at this. Hey, look at that. But nothing really going on. Let's keep on moving.
today, Delhi, India was around 160. Shanghai, China was around 125. The hazardous air here extending upstate to cities like Syracuse. So many once again died.
Again, they always take the opportunity to, whatever what's going on, they have to put our people in there. Remember, they always say you're 13%. But it seems like every single clip you're watching anywhere, if that thing has something to do with anything negative, some of our people they got to be there. So yeah, whatever. I'm not saying this is our people. Okay, well, this skin folk. Anyway, whatever, man. Let's do this.
Donning the same masks they'd worn through the pandemic.
This could kill us. This could literally kill us.
No ish. I mean, what do you think the Mighty One is doing this? Because yes, of course. Again, you're going to see a great spike in the death of the New Yorkers or whoever living in this thing over there.
These are very, very fine bits of matter that can get inhaled very deep into your lung tissue.
Those are the experts. They're going to come there and telling you, hey, you stupid ass motor lovers, you're not supposed to breathe this. It's going to do things in your lungs and this like that. They never tell the people, okay, this hash is happening because of what we did. These things happen because we enslave the children of the light. We enslave the children of the Mighty One, the true Israelites. We never made any account or anything. We never apologize. We never give them reparation. We never leave them their lane. We never do anything. And then now their fathers coming after us and we are effed up. They won't say this. No, they will bring the expert and telling you, hey, breathing this can cause issue and stuff. Yes, of course. That's exactly what that is.
Governor calling this an emergency crisis. New York City's mayor urging the entire city to stay indoors.
This is not the day to train for a marathon or to do an outside event.
And I don't know why, anyway, but it's just the so-called 83 don't like people to tell them what to do, especially when something dangerous out there. And especially when a skin folk like us, this fellow Eric Adams is a Samaritan. Every single things this guy do or say, he is not one of us. But I have strong belief that every single one of the politicians, they're all Samaritan. They just look like us. They have nothing for people, and they all about selling people that are not their people, but that just look just like them. But anyway.
Effects of breathing in the smoke's toxic particulates continuously are comparable to smoking up to a half a pack of cigarettes or more. And emergency rooms, worried about the cumulative impact from days of dangerous air, are now preparing for potential patients.
The more exposure folks have, the more likely it is that they'll...
Now, we're going to sit here and look at that guy name. Not quite sure what Red Lerner mean, but Dr. Michael Red Lerner, Red Liner, Red Hinder, Red Offender, Red Sexual Molester, but anyway, Michael Red Lerner. And people think we are making this thing up, and they think like we somehow, every single video, we've been making hundreds of those things, every single one of them, Michael always in the midst. Just those are messages the angels are sending unto us. That's how they communicate it, through numbers, through things like that. And of course, when you look at this fellow, he has the Holy Pyramid upon his chest, the mental, physical, and the astral point, the three planes, they are in there. And Michael is telling some history. Let's and then Michael, medical director of Mount Sinai or Sinai West Emergency Department. Somebody over there know what that West stand for, the Marine. But anyway, Sinai, who's on top of, who spent 40 days on the top of the mountain Sinai and come back with a white beard, with his face blazing, that they have to put a veil upon it and all that. But anyway, Michael in the midst, Michael is telling some stuff here. Let's see what Michael is saying.
Are now preparing for potential patients.
The more exposure folks have, the more likely it is that they'll be sick.
The low visibility even delaying flights in and out of New York City area airports. At one point, the average flight to LaGuardia delayed nearly 2 hours. More than 6 million acres have already burned in what's shaping up to be Canada's worst fire season on record. The White House today pressed on the situation.
It is yet another alarming example.
Again, those are Samaritans. She is not one of our people. Those are straight up Samaritan. Like, this is a Babylonian right there, straight up Babylonian. This woman, she look like us, kind of have our name. She's not one of us. 100% Babylonian right there. Okay.
Of the ways in which the climate crisis is disturbing our lives and our communities.
And with hundreds of fires still burning out of control, that smoke will just keep coming. And David, we just heard from New York City's mayor just moments ago. He reiterated the importance of trying to stay indoors and said if you have to go.
Okay, that guy is nowhere near New York. He's not in wherever this place is. He's either somewhere in front of a green screen, or they don't do green screen now. They just put a giant normal screen. And then the AI generated this image because there's nothing in front of his face, and then he's not talking whistling. He's not, hey, Michael, stuff. He's not talking like that. He's talking really nice and then stuff. He's nowhere near that place.
Go out. It's a good idea to have a mask. And we mentioned that air quality index, the 1 to 500 scale. Well, the mayor revealed this afternoon New York City topped out at 484.
Yeah, 484. So, yeah. Thank you, sir. Thank you. At least we do know what's going on and what that means now.
David. Well, that's just incredible. Trevor and the team, come on back inside. Thank you for that, Trevor. Let's get right to senior meteorologist Rob Marciano, of course, timing this out for us. And Rob, this system appears to be stuck in place here for days.
Anyway, we don't need those people expertise and telling us exactly what's going on. We know exactly what's going on. What's going on? Genesis 15, verse 13. And he said unto Abram, know of a surety that thy seed shall be a stranger in a land that is not theirs, and shall serve them, and they shall afflict them 400 years. Okay? Now, brethren, look at this. It say, know of a surety. That means this will happen. This cannot not happen. It will happen for sure, 100%. It is certain. And then indeed it did happen. Well, what happened after it happened? Well, Genesis 15, verse 14. And also that nation, whom they shall serve, will I judge. Okay, so, and also that nation, whom they shall serve, will I judge. Now, 400 years is gone, it's done. 1619, 2019, 1620, 2020, 1617, 2017, 1618, 2018, however you want to put it, but the 400 years is over. We like to say 1619, 2019 because right after 2019, 2020 enter, boom, the entire world changed and it never went back to normal. Of course, they may claim, hey, well, the plague is over. Hey, party. Yeah, that's right. Yeah. Wildfire. Party. You scumbag are dropping like fly. Party. People are blasting people all over. They're going popcorn people all over. You will not have peace. You can never have peace. Now, will I judge? How do the mighty ones judging those people? Well, many ways, and one of the ways through the 10 plagues of the apocalypse of Abraham. Now, what is the apocalypse of Abraham? The apocalypse of Abraham is a book that we studied here, and we highly recommend you to read it. It's tell another story about, well, it tell a version story about Abraham, Isaac, and then when Abraham reached his old age and he almost destroyed the earth, and then when he was the apocalypse of Abraham told the story of Genesis 15 verse 13 and 14. So when Abraham asked, when the mighty one say, will I judge, and Abraham say, how are you going to judge them, Holy One? And he said, I have 10 plagues for them. Plague number 1, sorrow for much needs, shortages, the whole prepping thing, fiery conflagration of the cities. And when we brought this out the first few time, we had a lot of resistance. People were saying, excuse me, people were saying, well, this thing is only in California. Well, that's West Coast California. That's like, well, California is prone to wildfire, and it's in the forest. It will never reach the cities. And all you see now, these things are happening all over the cities. All you see, the train derailment, the fires of the train, the power plants, or the chemical plants that keep catching on fires in the midst of the cities. Okay, destruction by pestilence among the cattle. Okay, all the animals, they will die, and they are dying. Okay, you need to read all of that. And again, beloved, what do you think? This thing happened in Canada. You know, it happened in the forest, in the rural, or in the off-grid area. That's where all those prepping fellows, hide at. Somehow they're gonna survive some nuclear thing. If they send some nuclear, it's gonna hit the city. What kind of scumbag think like that? You guys have zero military thinking, military knowledge, and some of you claim you were in the military. What kind of tactical military is this to attack a city? Well, the United States did this. To attack a city that has no military disadvantage, you're just gonna blow up a city because, you want to you want to kill more people. War is not about killing more people. War is about to neutralize the enemy and take over his territory. You will attack his military base, not the freaking city. See, the others don't think like you, okay? They won't think like you. And you people go ahead and hide yourself in those off-grid areas and thinking like, hey, you can get away with this. No, you won't. That's why those things are burning down your home, okay? All right, so let's keep moving to the next videos. That was the 10 plagues of the apocalypse of Abraham, and let's keep on moving. All right. Oh, I think we did this already. Move that. Here we go.
And with the weather, and we are under an air quality alert. Smoke from wildfires burning in Canada drifting across the tri-state area. It is making the skies hazy and making for potentially dangerous conditions, especially for people with respiratory issues.
We are also on the lookout for some spot showers. Let's get our first look at the exclusive AccuWeather forecast with you, Sam Champion.
Hey, David, Shirlene. Yeah, the air quality is the huge issue, and it's not just a today thing. You know, we've been talking about this for a little bit. We've been talking about these wildfires in Canada, mostly in the western parts of Canada for the last couple of weeks, from all the way through on the western edge all the way to the eastern edge. But now these fires are burning in Quebec, just a little bit to the north of us. So the smoke and haze that you see out there right now is in a direct dive from northern areas. Right now we're starting with temperatures in the 70s, like 72 degrees.
Okay, so one thing that I want to point out in this, when he say the fire is burning in Quebec, Quebec is French for tail and beak or tail and head. It's supposed to be bec, which means head and tail. Okay, the head will be the tail will be the head. Every time they brought Quebec over there, which I guess that's what that means. Quebec, which means head, tails. But in true French, it means beak, as a bird. They are talking about a bird here, a bird that has a beak and a tail. So, but to us, it means a coin that have two sides, the head and tails. The head would be the last, the head would be the tail, and the tail would be the last. So that's why this fire is over there. So you see, this is the quality over there. It's really bad. It's very bad. And we have people over there. Our people, be safe, fear none, fear nothing. Just like I was down there with the storm that they didn't even see coming. Okay, this thing was worse than a hurricane. They didn't even see it coming, and we survived. Nothing happened to us. They didn't see that coming either. Okay, they didn't see it coming either. All right, great glory. Let's keep on moving. Okay, this is all over. Let me put the video. This is all over New York right there. Okay, all right. This is the quality. Okay, all this nonsense add up to the traffic fume that's coming out of those cars, well, the emission that's coming out of those fast fuel cars. These just add up. Look at this. Okay, this is terrible. Okay, this is terrible. All right. Yeah, people still filming vertically. That's social media for you. All right. There you go. There you go. All right. Crazy, man. This is no joke. All right, this is no joke, man. I would recommend, if you can, get one of those air filter. I always have one. Actually, I have two with me. I have one in my home, and then one in my room, and one in the living room. I always get the air filter because, you know, when I make a lamp and all that. I explained that before, but let's keep on moving.
We have an update for you on the bullet fire in the Tonto National Forest. The flames have now burned more than 4,000 acres. That is up 1,300 acres from last night. However, the U.S. Forest Service says the fire is about 50% contained, so they are making pretty good progress on it. The Sugarloaf area was evacuated, and crews are battling the fire from the air and on the ground. Crews on scene and making sure the fire doesn't spread beyond that current footprint. The fire closed both directions of State Route 87 yesterday afternoon, but the highway reopened earlier this morning. The cause of this fire still under investigation.
Oh, wow.
Okay, and they never told you how this fire, you know, how they 15% contained, and they never tell you exactly how this fire started after the investigation. They never said anything. And again, they never showed you the houses that are being burnt. They never show that. They just show you like, hey, it's grass and no destruction. Okay, yeah, well, all right. No property destruction. Okay. You know, just like that fire. Remember that fire, brethren, that happened in Texas that burned down all those cows? And there were a couple other two-legged cows there, but they didn't want to tell the people. Remember that fire? Killed thousands, tens of thousands of cows. It just burned them. And the people, they forget about, this fire will be under investigation until investigation. Then we never heard anything about them. We never heard, like, okay, who killed all those cows? How did this happen? Remember the fire in Colorado, Superior? Remember the fire in Laguna that destroyed all those multi-million-dollar houses? Fire under investigation. We will let you know. We'll let you know. 2-3 years later, okay, all right then.
Fire that is burning, multiple structures involved, and it looks to be homes in this area. This is near McDowell and State Route 51, and the smoke can be seen for miles. You can see fire crews on scene right now and active flames. They're trying to get this knocked down. But the wind obviously making it very difficult. And we were talking about this. Crystal mentioned that maybe some embers from the palm trees, it's possible that those embers blew onto several homes and that helped fuel these flames, because we're seeing reports of at least 4 structures involved.
Yeah, 4, and unfortunately, you know, we have seen some people trying to take matters into their own hands and just stand on their roof and spray it down in an effort to save their own home. This, Tina, looks like that could be even multiple units of a home that has maybe been divided into a couple of homes.
Right.
So we know that many families are going to be displaced by this situation happening near McDowell.
Yeah, and there's reports as well on social media. We're seeing that some complexes in the area have been evacuated at this time. But as mentioned, the wind, you can see this smoke for miles, and Crystal mentioned you could see it on radar as well, which happens with some large fires when the smoke is strong enough to be seen on radar. So obviously a really sad situation, because these buildings are definitely a loss for these families.
Okay, so fiery conflagration of the cities, which is plague number 2 right here. You can actually see it. The city is on fire. And of course, they don't show you anything in Canada. They just, it's a bunch of trees that are burning over there in Canada. And then no homes, no property, none of that, just trees. And then just focus on the quality of the air. I don't want to focus on the quality. I already know about the quality of the air. what is burning over there and what caused the fire? Well, the fire is under investigation. And we don't know this. Well, this is in Phoenix, Arizona. Okay, that was a day ago. That was yesterday, the 7th. Okay, those houses, those homes, and mobile homes or whatever you want to call them, they pretty much, that's it for them.
And we're going to continue to cover this story. We not only have, as we've been kind of going back and forth, not only from Skyfox, but also to our ground crew. We also have a reporter on the scene who's trying to get some more information from not only the people who have been displaced, probably lost everything tonight, but also the fire department as well. Phoenix Fire Department. This has been upgraded to a 3rd alarm fire. If you're not familiar with that, it just means it's a much more serious situation now as they continue to, increase those alarms. It's gone from a, 1st alarm to 2nd alarm, now 3rd alarm. So unfortunately, this is a serious situation as so many families are going to be displaced. You can see that ladder truck there trying to get as much water on it as it can.
Right, and before we went to break a short time ago, the last time we checked in, there were even more homes on fire, and so this seems to be spreading to the nearby homes. Lots of older homes in this area as well, which doesn't help matters. And then there are reports of power outages in this neighborhood as well right now, as you can imagine. Estimated customers impacted right now, about 1,700. So, of course, we're going to stay on top of this fire. Obviously, a sad situation. These homes.
Well, that's what it is. Fiery conflagration of the city. Let's keep on moving. Okay, so now look at this. See what you're seeing here? An helicopter with a bucket stuck on the bottom of it that dropping fire on the forest. So they're trying to make what they are saying control rain. Is that what that is? They control rain. Is that what that is? Is that what you people do? No, not control rain. Counter control fire. Boy, I'm really tired and hungry, so I can't think straight right now. But when you look at this is your technology, okay? This is your advanced technology. All right? A helicopter with a freaking bucket stuck on the bottom, dropping fire. Okay? So you can see, the thing is like, how do you know this area, homes are burning? Because you can see there's a road there. Okay, those are the prepping road, those preppers, Canadian prepper and the mist over there. Yes, that's exactly what's going on. So people lives around them, man. So see this road over there, dirt road. I'll survive. But anyway, look at the fire. Beautiful. Look at the fire, man. Now we know the elementals, the salamanders are in the mist. Okay, they receive orders, and that's why they are doing this. All right. That's why the salamanders are doing that. Look at this giant smoke, man. You can see faces and everything in there. Look at the fire, man. This is huge, dude. Okay. All right. Okay, you can see the smoke billowing and things like that. Look at the smoke, man. That's a lot of fun. You get caught up in something like that, you're done, man. You're done. And it's sad to say this, but it's beautiful. Beautiful. Those are not trees only burning in these things. Properties are being burned. Two-legged cows are being burned. A lot of people buy a lot of prepping things, and those prepping things are burnt down. Okay, look at the smoke, man. You see how high this thing is? And they refuse to tell the people, hey, this thing is happening because Genesis 15, verse 13. Okay? And which is plague number 2 here, fiery conflagration of the cities. All right, keep on moving. There you go. So
there are parts of what happened that almost don't make sense. This was the first time a camera was allowed to film the devastation left by the Upper Tantallon fire outside Halifax. What that camera captured were scenes like this: a home still standing beside burned out cars, and a home left in ashes beside an intact child's swing set.
Let's listen to that again. All right. Let's listen to that again. All right. Listen to what this fellow said.
There are parts of what happened that almost don't make sense. This was the first time a camera was allowed to film the devastation left by the upper.
This is the first time a camera was allowed to film that devastation. Okay, let us clean our mess first and then shoot it so they can say, hey, this thing is not affecting us. We're cool. We're good. We're good in the hood here, man. G, what's up with you? And then come to find out, okay, these things, look at this. Okay, cars burning down, houses burning down, all those things, they just burnt down. And people want to sit there and telling you, Big Levi, this is Jacob's trouble, or you people better get in line with my camp or with my this. This is Jacob's trouble. How what the hell? How is this Jacob's trouble? Is that Jacob? Well, if this is Jacob's trouble, then we are not Jacob. If this is Jacob's trouble, well, somebody else is indeed Jacob. All right, let's keep on watching.
There are parts of what happened that almost don't make sense. This was the first time a camera was allowed to film the devastation left by the Upper Tantallon fire outside Halifax. What that camera captured were scenes like this: a home still standing beside burned out cars, and a home left in ashes beside an intact child's swing set. Now, more of the evacuated area is being reopened, but authorities are asking the curious public to stay away.
If you don't need to be there, please do not be there. There's a lot of devastation out this way. And
Guillaume Tremble. Guillaume. Guillaume. Villebrin Guillaume Sam. I don't know why his name popped up in my mind. Let me see. Oh, crap. I forgot. Villebrin Guillaume Sam.
Listings for will bring you home some around Fort Lauderdale.
Yes,
here they are.
Yes, of course. Villebrin Guillaume Sam. Here we go. They know I was looking for Villebrin Guillaume Sam. And Jean Villebrin Guillaume Sam, March 4th, 1859, July 25th, 1915, was president of Haiti from March 4th to July 25th. When he was assassinated, he was a cousin of Tirsia Simon Sam, Haiti previous president, 1896 to 1902. Now, when Villebrin Guillaume Sam was president, he was assassinated by the United States Marines so they could invade Haiti. So when they assassinated Villebrin Guillaume, and I think they put Zamor. What was it, Zamor? They put Kako Zamor. So when they did this, and then they invaded the Haitian bank, all right? They invaded the Haitian bank. Let me see. The U.S. Marines stealing Haitian gold out of the bank. There you go. There's the picture.
According to Milestones, 1914 to 1920 Office of the Historian, in 1914, the Wilson administration sent U.S. Marines into Haiti. They removed $500,000 from the Haitian National Bank in December of 1914 for safekeeping in New York, thus giving the United States control of the bank.
Yeah, that's a lie. You see, they removed 500,000. No, they stole boatloads of gold. Okay, they even have the image of those guys coming to the banks and steal. Well, they won't put them there. Okay, they go to the Haitian bank. They stole boatloads. There you go. That's the boats right here. They stole boatloads, okay, of gold. We will take them for safekeeping. Boatloads. They got like 4 or 5 boats. They load them up with all the gold that we had in our banks because Haiti was richer than the U.S. Still is. And then they stole everything and then they left. That's when they came out with the gold that they stole here. That's where they formed the Federal Reserve. Is that what that is? Let me see. Let's get the Federal Reserve. When was the Federal Reserve was founded?
December 23rd, 1913.
Yes.
According to Federal Reserve Bank of New York.
Yes.
Owen Incorporated modifications.
They formed it in 1913 and 1914. They stole the money because Haiti was super rich. And guess what? And that was in the they founded Federal Reserve in 1913. They invaded Haiti in the 1914. It took them over a year to get all those gold, and they killed Vilbrin Guillaume Sam, and they assassinated him in July 1915. And Black Wall Street happened 7 years later. Is that what that is? Black Wall Street Massacre. Was it in 1921? Yes, 1921. And it's 6 years later, because they were like taking our people's wealth, because we passed them in the 1910s and the 1920s. And wealth. Let me show you something right here. Haiti GPD. Oh, GDP.
In 2021, the nominal GDP for Haiti was $20,944,392,615.08, according to World Development Indicators.
All right. Well, okay. Well, they keep changing this. It was for 2022, then they put 2020. Now, look at a country that has zero. You stole everything from it, okay? But ever since the 1960s, the economy keep going up, keep going up, keep going up, keep going up. And it fell here in 2003 after the whole thing. You guys came in and you kick Jean-Bertrand Aristide out. Okay, things fall off, and ever since that, things will keep climbing up. They go for 8 billion. They go for 4 billion. Okay, 4 billion, 6 billion, 7 billion. You can see it right there. You can see it right here. Okay, 7 billion. 10 billion, 11 billion, that's 2012, 13 billion, 2015. And 2018, they went 16 billion. Okay, now in 2020, when the pandemic or whatever you want to call it, they were at 14 billion. And then 1 year later, remember we told you the Haitian money picked up, it was more than the American money. They never said anything. From 14 billion to 20 billion, that's 6 billion. Where did this money coming from? Where? They made a jump. Like, this is a leap. This is not even a jump. This is a leap from 14 billion to 20 billion in 2021. And 2022 is even more. 2023 is even more. They don't want to release that. That's why they have the Biden program. Okay? All right? If you look at the GDP, there's no such thing as the Dominican Republic. It's not a country. There's no such thing as that. They put this over there so to confuse people, because the whole island is known as Haiti and stuff like that. But and 2021 they put 20. Look at the jump right there. Boom. For instance, let's look at the Japan GDP.
In 2021, the nominal GDP for Japan was $4,940,877,780,755.33, according to World Development Indicators. In 2021, the nominal GDP for Haiti was $20,944,392,615.08, according to World Development Indicators.
Okay, all right, good. Let me see. That's the 1990s, okay, when Japan was doing its stuff. Now look at the economy. It's just go down, it go up, it go down, it go up, it go down, it go up, it go up a little bit, it go up, and then it go down, and then it's go up, it go down, it go up, it go down, go up. Look at Haiti. Excuse me, let me do this. Look at Haiti. Go up, go up, go up, go up, go up, down, go up, go up, go up, down, go up, go up, go up, go up, go up, go up, down, go up, down, and then leap. That's how the so-called the black economy are working here. Black folks economy. Our economy, they always, I don't have the time to say this, but it is another code word for us is like Japan. It's like our economy, black folks economy, or either before Japan or right behind Japan. And black folks economy, like a little bit of the diaspora, but when you combine them together, they are more than the entire U.S. GDP. They are well aware of those things. They are well aware. Okay, so let me see what else again. China GDP.
In 2021, the nominal GDP for China was $17,734,062,645,371.40, according to World Development Indicators.
See, when you look at China, you see how their economy just spike. They barely have, well, China really don't say anything and stuff like that. But when you look at the debt, what is the US debt? What is the US national debt for 2023? 31.4 trillion. Okay, 31. Okay, the US owe 31 trillion dollars. Okay, what is the national debt for China?
According to Finbold, this value reflects a year-on-year increase of $3.81 trillion, or 36.18%, compared to the $10.53 trillion recorded in 2022.
Well, China owed 3 trillion, I guess. What is the national debt of Japan?
According to Nippon.com, as of March 31, 2023, Japan's national debt, which is the sum of the outstanding balance of government bonds, loans, and financing bills, reached a new record high at 1,270 trillion yen.
Okay, now, what is the national debt of Haiti?
According to Trading Economics, government debt to GDP in Haiti is expected to reach 22.00% of GDP by the end of 2023, according to Trading Economics global macro models and analysts' expectations.
You know what that means? You see, all the other countries, they give you how much money they owe. And when you come to Haiti, they say, oh, we don't have the number to give you, but it will reach 22% of their GDP. Okay? You do know what that is? That means Haiti has zero debt. Our people in general, we don't owe none. Everybody owe us. See, reparation is not only the $31 trillion that the U.S. owes us, so to speak. That's just, in Haiti we call that pie money. This is just like paper money. This is just like light money. It's that 31 trillion plus their GDP, plus China debt, plus the world debt, plus their GDP. That's our reparation when it comes to financial stuff. Of course, we do know, Regin, I don't want your email trying to come after me with the whole thing. I'm just making a point here. You see, they say, oh, well, Haitian debt is expected to reach 22 trillion. Oh, 22% of GDP. Okay, the GDP was 20%. Okay, what's 22% of 20?
22% of 20 is 4.4.
Okay, $4.4 billion in debt. Okay, $4.4 billion in debt. Next year, that was 2021. Okay, we're in 2022. Okay, I believe the GDP is probably somewhere around 30 billion because it just jumped. Okay, 30 billion minus 4.5, 4.4. 4.4, we can pay this debt, and then we still 25.26. But let's say we still at 20 billion, okay? 20 billion. And then we minus 4.4. We will still have 15 billion. We pay the debt. We don't owe anybody. We don't owe anybody. $4 billion, we make 20, we can pay people. We don't owe anyone. And then our country can keep moving. out of the GDP. And when they say GDP, brethren, they are not talking about like what Haiti produces and stuff. Those are the money, the people that are all over the diaspora, most of it, they're sending in Haiti. They completely and utterly destroy this country, man. There's nothing going on over there. It's the people that are here, including our brethren, the so-called Black American here, which they give them this name, but they are the children of the light, just like us. That's what the word Haiti mean. Haitian mean the child of God, the child of the light, the star seed. That's what it mean, you know. So 4.4, you pay this and you out of debt. If anyone that are listening or watching here that was in debt, you get out of debt. Do you feel the freedom? You don't owe anyone, man. I don't owe anybody, man. I owe nobody. You got like $15 billion. With $15 billion, you can literally develop Haiti over and over again. All it takes is $3 billion to develop the country. But yet, they keep telling you about kidnapping and all that because they have their children down there stepping and killing our people. Okay? The reason why I can do the so-called Black American economy here, and it's just literally the whole money. Okay, that's why they just mad at everything. In 2021, okay, when Haiti made that huge jump, that's when the Haitian good, which is Haitian good.
Here are some recipes I found.
Okay, well, Haitian money.
1 Haitian gourd equals $0.0072.
Okay, so the Haitian good surpassed the American dollar. They were very quiet about that. That happened in 2021. That's when they assassinated the president, the Haitian president. Let me see. Jovenel Moïse assassination. Ah, crap. I should have said no. I should have said Haitian president assassination. There you go. Yes. In 2021, in July, remember they always assassinated them around July, okay? Jovenel Moïse was assassinated on July 7, 2021. Let's take Villebrin-Guillaume Sam. He was assassinated on July, okay? On July 27, 1915. So it's always in July. And I believe there was assassination. Sam fled to French embassy where he received asylum. The rebels, mulatto leaders, broke into the embassy and found Sam. They dragged him out and beat him senseless, and then they threw his limp body over the embassy iron fence to the waiting populace, who then ripped his body to pieces and powered this to the capital neighborhood. So when they're talking about the mulattoes, those white folks down there, when they are doing something, when they get caught, oh, we are mulattoes, we got black in us. But when they do something good, we white. Okay, so he was killed in 1915. Okay, in 1915, in July 1915. Okay, you guys need to read those books, okay? The Emperor Jones and things like that. And Sam's appearance supporting character in 1993 Doctor Who novel White Darkness, which is during his presidency. The novel takes several liberties on his story and stuff like that. They were killed in July and things like that. But anyway, that's why when I watch this guy named Guillaume Tremblay, which means tremble, and it pop up in my mind with Villebrin-Guillaume Sam, what they did when they stole all our gold, and then they formed the Federal Reserve with it, and then they keep the gold. They have all this paper money. Literally, the so-called United States GDP or reserve, whatever money they have, doesn't belong to them. That's all. That's all that means. All right? Let's keep on moving, brethren.
And it's difficult for families.
There is good news in Sept-Îles, Quebec, on the province's north shore. The fire that forced 4,000 people to leave their homes has been dampened by recent rain and turned with new winds. That evacuation order was lifted Tuesday. That said, the fire is still burning.
It will take weeks before we stop that, but there's not much population.
Francois Le Gold. This last name is stolen. You see, Le Gold, it means gold. The La Gaule. La Gaule. Okay. La Gaule, English translation Gaule, which means France, or Gaulois. Gaulois. Whoops. That's what our people we used to be called back then. Gaulois. Okay. We were fighting the Romans. Okay. Paul, when the woman that's when they took Vercingetorix down. Okay, that's the Gaulois were our people. That were us. Okay, the woman came in and then they killed Vercingetorix. Okay, this is, if you watch Asterix or Obelix, that's a black story. And the magic potion we do have, which was a fluid condenser. Now we know that. Okay, the woman. Okay, this is Vercingetorix, and the woman. When the woman came and conquered us over there, we lost. Okay, they call it the Gallic Wars, the Gallic War. It was the Black Wars, and we did lose indeed badly. We lost very, very bad. Those are the women that came in upon us when Paul was there. Okay, that's Vercingetorix. Let me see if Vercingetorix is there. Gaulois, Vincent or Vincent? Vincent. Let me say it in. Vercingetorix. Oh boy. Vercingetorix. No. Gauls Vercingetorix. No. Let's try. Let's type it in French. Le Gaulois guerrier. Les guerriers gaulois. We will take put V. Vincent. Vercingetorix. See. Vercingetorix. All right, we got it. Okay. All right. This is when they come up to the chief. Okay, they chain him. You think white folks put chain in their other white folks like this? This is Vercingetorix. They literally whitewash the hell out of this dude. Look at his dread. They man, you people over there, man. You know. Anyway. And the French are well aware of that, okay? It's not like something, they're well aware of that, all right? Okay, let me put Vercingetorix versus Caesar, all right? Okay, so there's a great picture that I like where Versailles is kneeling in front of Caesar. He lost the battle. I think this is the one right here. And then he fought, and then they caught him, they beat him, and Caesar just sit there with the women and this black man. We can see the dreads, and they did a little bit to make him brown, and he came in, he was defeated, and then he died right there. And then they just, they took over Paris, they took over France and kick our people out and kill a bunch of them and stuff like that. And they whitewash the history, and they make this dude Vercingetorix with his dread, with his white dread. Get out of here, man. We went into this, and that's when Vercingetorix and the Druids, Les Gaulois, let's see. Man, this turned out into a French lesson here. Les Gaulois, Les Druides Gaulois. Okay, the Druids That's where Paul met the Druids, the French Druids. He met the Irish Druids. Well, the Druids didn't have any nationality. Okay, those are the Druids, and he met them in Acts 29. Paul came in. They did a ritual. Last night we studied the ritual. Okay, and then those are the Druids, and aka the high priests. They were all our people. They didn't look like that. Okay. And then these are a little bit brown right there. And the Druids won versus Victorious. They say you're going to lose. They say that's no issue. I know that and stuff. But anyway, with this dude, Francois Le Gold, you are not a true Gaulois. You're not a true Gold. That's not who you are. Okay? Yeah, whatever. So let's keep on moving.
In this area.
The most concerning area for Quebec is the western part of the province. There are 78 fires in the region, and crews are only able to work on 12. There is some help on the way. Close to 100 newly trained firefighters hit the ground Wednesday, and the situation in New Brunswick has improved enough it's able to send Quebec 42 firefighters. The forecast, however, isn't good.
It's going to be sunny for the next 3, 4, 5 days, so it's going to be complicated for sure for the next week.
Man, a lot of Francois here. There's Francois Bonnardel, L. Bonnard. Boy, I don't have time to go into this. But anyway, so yeah, a lot of French scumbag in the midst here, man.
In British Columbia, there is already more terrain burned this year than in all of 2022. The Donny Creek fire in the northern part of the province is being called the second biggest in provincial history.
We do anticipate we will be fighting this fire in the weeks and possibly in the months to come.
Now, winds should die down in the coming days, but there's still little rain in the forecast. The fire will likely get bigger before it gets better. Mike Armstrong, Global News.
All right, that's what that is. How long we are into this thing? Good grief. All right, beloved, let's take part 2, okay?